I will be teaching you how to use the TI Inspire to do scientific notation. When doing scientific notation, it's a very easy process, but there's an important thing you have to remember whenever you're looking at the process is just making sure that your coefficient is between 1 and 10. Once again, your coefficient must be between 1 and 10. So let's look at an example today. I have an example. It said Jamie used a microscope to measure the diameter of a hair. She found that the diameter of the hair was 0.000072 meters. How is this number written in scientific notation? The process is extremely easy utilizing a calculator. So what I like to do now is, let me go to my home screen and I'm going to go to calculate. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to compare both of the numbers. I want to compare this scientific notation, this standard notation with the scientific notation. So watch, I want to put this number right here into the calculator. Okay, now I'm going to follow that up by comparing it to this right here, to each one of the answer choices. So I'm going to put the equal sign, and once I put that equal sign in there, let's pull this up a little bit better for us where we can see everything. Alright, so I'm going to make it equal to this right here to see is it true or not. So 7 equal 7.2 times 10 to the negative 5. Alright, so that says true. So now what I need to do is I always want to go through all of them just to be on the safe side, just to make sure, because sometimes we're going to notice a little bit later on that even though a problem may be true, the coefficient is between 1 and 10, so that doesn't make it the correct standard notation to scientific notation. Alright, let's do this again. Now I'm going to compare it to B. Alright, so I can tell that this is not scientific notation for this problem right here. Alright, let's try the next one out. And look what I'm doing. I'm taking the standard notation, making it equal to the scientific notations. That's all I am doing. Alright, so we see that's false. Last one. Alright, so I see all of these are false. This is true. And this is my answer to this particular problem. My answer will be A for this particular problem. Alright, now to clear your calculator, all I need to do is go to Doc and hit the letter B, and it's going to clear that calculator out. Let's check out another one. Let's look at this problem right here. It says the mass of a textbook is approximately 0.00165 metric ton. How is this number written in scientific notation? Once again, if you remember, I said we're going to put that standard notation in there. So that's 0.00165. And I'm going to make it equal to the answer choices of the scientific notation. All right. I see that's true. Now, I have to be careful about this process. Let me go right here and I'm going to hover over it to copy it, and I press enter. Now let me try out the next one. Let me switch some things around. Oh man, that says true as well. So I got a little dilemma right here. All right, let's try out this next one, which is C. Oh, that says true as well. Let's look at this one now. All right, so we're stuck with a dilemma. All of them are saying that they are true, but when we look at the coefficient, I can tell that the this first one, the coefficient doesn't work because it's not between 1 and 10. All right, so if I look at this third one, I can tell this doesn't work as well because that coefficient is not between 1 and 10. Look at this last one. The coefficient is not between 1 and 10, so I know this doesn't work either. So our only answer choice is going to be this one right here, which is B. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of times, or sometimes, it may say two of the answers are true. But then you have to go back to your conceptual thinking of scientific notation and realize, okay, the coefficient must be between 1 and 10. So I know A, C, and D doesn't work. The other thing I want you to pinpoint is that, hey, I'm doing the standard in comparison to the scientific notation. Last problem that we're going to look at, let's take a look at this one. It says the U.S. population is approximately 313 million people. We're going to write this in this number in scientific notation. Once again, remember, you're going to take that standard notation, make it equal to each one of these to determine which one is the correct answer. All right, so let's start off by putting in 313 million. And when you put this in the calculator, you don't have to put the commas in there. No commas are needed. All right, equal to, let me compare it to A. So that's 3.13 times 10 to the 7th power. All right, so it's already telling me that this first one doesn't work, okay? Now, let me hover over it, press enter, and that copies it for me. All right, so let me try out B. I'm still taking a standard notation, and I'm making it equal to the scientific notation. So that says 313 times 10 to the 6th power. Okay, so far that's telling me it's true. All right, and I always tell you guys, go through all of them. Don't just stop at the first answer that tells you true, and there's a reason why. All right, so now I'm trying out C. This one says false. And the last one is 3.13 times 10 to the 8th power. All right, so I'm stuck with a dilemma. Both of these are true. I know this answer, C and A, are not viable because the calculator is telling me that it's false. But I have two problems that are true, and this is why I'm telling you guys in the previous problems, hey, go through all of them and go back to your conceptual thinking of scientific notation. Remember, the coefficient must be between 1 and 10. This is not between 1 and 10, so I know this doesn't work, so this is my answer. My answer will be D. And this is how to use the TI Nspire to do scientific notation.